Hey, welcome back to another episode of Soul Fire Sessions. I'm your host, Lady RiZe, and I'm thrilled to be circled up with my brilliant co hosts, the wise Devar and the insightful Madam Amani. Last week, we learned to stop, drop, and roll when our inner fire, our emotions, were raging out of control. This week, we're moving from firefighting to that sacred cleanse. We're tackling a word that we all feel but sometimes struggle to define: toxicity.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay. Wow. I'm still stop, dropping, and rolling over here. Are we moving into that?
You're going to stop, drop, roll, and release that toxic shit.
Yeah. Welcome to Toxic Talk, y'all.
Toxicity isn't just about bad relationships or negative people. It's a sticky, low vibrational energy that can seep into our thoughts, our bodies, and our spirit. It's like a sludge that clogs our inner energy and it dims our light. But here at Soulfire Session, we don't just identify the sludge, we incinerate it.
Shit down.
Yes, turn it out. So, at its core, toxicity refers to the quality of being poisonous or harmful. So, how do y'all feel? How are y'all feeling tonight? What do you feel when you hear the word toxicity?
That fucking skull head that you see on all them chemicals.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yep. Skull and crossbones.
Definitely the poison on the back of the box. Always.
Hmm. So that goes for things, people, places, and things. Can all be toxic. Yeah, literally in biology and chemistry, toxicity describes a substance that can cause damage to a living organism. It has poison or pollutants, just like a snake. So when a person is toxic, their ass is just like a snake in the grass. That's crazy.
Mm.
Bite you when you ain't even thinking they
Right,
will.
right. Don't turn your back.
I can picture it as the bad thing.
Right. And I picture both, a human and a snake, both slithering in the grass. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Hmm.
And figuratively, when applied to people, behaviors, and environments or system, it describes a persistently harmful, damaging, or destructive nature. And so I don't know why. No matter what I think about, I always think about a snake. A snake in the grass when I think of talk.
Keep the grass cut low so we can see them coming.
Yep. Just like
Right,
that song.
right.
When the grass is low, the snakes are short.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Show your skin because you're going to have to shed. Mm.
Right.
Oh, don't share that toxicness off on me.
Right. Do that alone in your crash out corner somewhere.
Right. I like that crash out corner.
Yeah, because there's several examples. We have that toxic relationship, the one characterized by that constant conflict or manipulation, the disrespect or emotional abuse that erodes your personal well being. Fuck that. We've all been around those people.
Mhm.
Right.
Controlling, manipulative,
Yes,
disrespectful.
Sometimes wonder, does self-sabotage fit into toxicity? Because you
absolutely does.
poisoning yourself, you're hurting
Mhm.
yourself.
Mm.
Hmm.
And that's where it starts with self. If you're not healed, if you're not checking in with yourself, you're going to project that out on others. So that's
Yes.
absolutely where it starts with self.
Right. We got to air out the fumes before they gaslight all of us.
Hmm.
Right.
Absolutely, because they'll have us in this manipulation, have us second guessing ourselves, have us second guessing our own name, date of birth. You'd be like,
Mm-hmm.
wait, who am I?
Right.
When someone
Right.
tells you something so much, you start to second guess yourself. That's how it is at work for me sometimes. Someone will get on me so much to the point where they'll have me thinking, is this wrong? And am I telling them the wrong thing? And we can't be second guessing ourselves.
Right. Some people look at the taste of poison as comfort. That's comes in the form of alcohol. but it's still poison.
Hmm. I feel like that comes in the form of trauma as well, because if that's all you've seen, if that feels good to some people, pain and trauma. I know at one point we felt like cousin was addicted to pain because anything that was hurting herself or just painful, it was like it almost felt good, or you're excited, you feel comfortable and
It,
happy in that place.
exactly. Yes.
Hmm.
It's a familiar. It's a familiar space.
Familiar
Mm-hmm.
spirit too. That's crazy.
Yeah, toxic habits, toxic people, toxic thoughts. Yeah,
Yeah.
like medicine, but it moves like venom.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, all through your bones and your blood. Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Especially
And
if you
then
don't catch
going
it.
back to the alcohol, like it brings those toxic traits out of some people.
Yep. They'll be hiding
Indeed.
behind it, and then once they get drunk, they get that spirit in them. That,
Mm-hmm.
what is it called? Truth juice? What do y'all call it? Truth
Right.
serum?
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Truth serum.
Once
I
they
guess
get that
that's
in
why
them.
they call it spirits.
Right.
Right. Oh my
It all comes
gosh.
out and it takes over you. Takes over you.
Yes.
That's why some people, when they lay down and they get so twisted, they wake up and they don't remember what happened, what they did. That would be so scary for me.
And
I
never
think
before.
they do remember, but they just don't want to be accountable.
Right.
So that's why they say they don't remember.
Been there before to the point where I was in a club and all I can remember from that night was bumping into people and constantly apologizing, stepping on people's shoes and stuff, having to apologize all night long. But I don't remember anything other than that. I don't remember how I got back to my dorm room, to my bed. My friends said they
Mm.
had to carry me.
Oh my
So,
So
gosh.
that's
and
scary. That's
yeah,
Yeah.
that
scary.
was the last time. That was the last time I got that bad.
Yeah, because shout out to the person. Hope you're doing well. Whoever is in that position who has had to deal with something like that where they've killed somebody. You have people in a car crash or something where they've killed
Hmm.
somebody and they cannot remember. That would drive
Mm.
me
Right.
absolutely crazy.
And
Yes.
that's manslaughter. You going to prison and you sitting in jail and don't even know what you did.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Can't recall it back. Can't think for nothing. Hell, I know somebody who got so drunk they shit on themselves, didn't even know they was sitting up there
Oh my
stinking.
God.
I
Yes.
I I got one worse for you. I had a friend we had a party at my house. I had a friend that drank so much that he threw up in the glass and then forgot he threw up in it and drunk it.
Oh,
Uh,
oh,
Right.
oh no.
uh.
I
And
could
he don't
smell that
remember
for
any
some
of
reason.
that. Right. And he don't remember any of it the next day. Like it was a bliff to him. Like he don't know what
Mm-mm.
happened.
Mm.
Mm-mm. I can't say I've
Yeah.
ever been in that position to where I've been so twisted where I don't know
Me
what's going
either.
on.
Me
Mm-mm.
either.
Yeah.
Just because I was around those people.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And for me, the worst thing is to be praying to that porcelain god.
Mm-hmm. I've had that. I've had that happen in Vegas, and that was the time when I quit drinking. I was like, this is not for me. That does not feel good. Ew, and I was in a hotel around someone else's toilet. Disgusting. Ugh.
Right.
Right.
Ugh.
Mm-mm.
Ugh.
Couldn't believe it. So yeah, I was like, this is not for me. This is not classy. This is not sexy. This is gross. I felt so sick the next day. Headache.
Mm-hmm.
Not for me. So y'all go ahead and try to clear them. That's what them are, spirits that control you and come out in the worst ways.
Mm-hmm.
Have you doing shit? That's why with that, I don't know how people deal with that. I was so drunk, I cheated. I don't know. I don't know about that
Yeah, I just don't
Me.
get it. Like
because
you
there's
did
Yeah.
so
what you
many
wanted to do.
steps.
You did
Like,
what
So
you
many
wanted to do
steps.
while you was drunk.
think about how
You
many
gotta.
steps. You got to
Yeah.
take your clothes off.
Right.
There's a shirt, pants, underwear, all this. There's a whole
Mm-hmm.
bunch going on there. And the other partner does have to do that too. That's a lot right there. That's
Right.
a
You got
Mm-hmm.
to
lot of
convince
time to
them to
say, get
do
the
it first of all.
right. Mm.
Hmm.
And you're still, I mean, drunk. To me, you wanted to do it. You may not remember or whatever, but if that's what you're doing while you're that twisted, that's what you wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because if you that twisted, you probably ain't gonna get no erection. So you
Ew,
couldn't have been too twisted.
that'd be some gross ass drunk dick. Yuck. Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, who wants a drunk fuck?
Ew, not me. I'm good. There are other ways.
Me too.
Absolutely
They
Yep.
not.
they sweating and all you can smell is the alcohol.
Hmm.
Ew.
Yeah.
Wow.
So shout out to the
No
poor
parts.
female who's had to deal with that, and he's trying to give you all these excuses because it took a lot of steps to get to inserting the limo into the garage.
Right. Or or
For
or
real
or the
though.
one that
A lot.
that gets intoxicated and comes in and becomes violent.
That
Mm,
too. And
mm.
just starts yelling and cursing, and that's how they get. That's what I'm saying. That's an inner spirit or something within them that's coming out. I knew someone like that, someone's parents. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that was my dad.
Yeah, and it's like it doesn't matter. As soon as that hits, there there they are. There's just angry Joe. There it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
They
that's
never what
crazy.
you want.
Mm-mm. And then I have known when I was younger, my friend had parents like that who were functional drunks, where when they were drunk, they would argue and just be fighting, going at each other, cussing each other out, just so drunk. And I'm like, are they okay there? He's like, oh, they'll be fine. They'll be fine tomorrow morning. Just get up, go to work. They'll love each other. I'm like, that is weird to me. And do that
That's
every night,
crazy.
all through the week.
Mm-mm.
Functional alcoholics. Mm-mm.
Man, my auntie was cutting up a salad and she was drunk, and my uncle was drunk and he was picking at her, and she turned around with the blade and accidentally slit his wrist.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
dang. See?
Yeah, that was a crazy evening. I was only about 7 years old, and it was like Kool-Aid on the floor. It was like, 'cause you know when you're drunk, it's thin, so it was just
Right.
pouring.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
that's
that was
horrible.
yeah, that was traumatic at that age. Like, what the hell just happened? So,
I have so
do I?
many drunken stories. Oh my gosh.
Right.
Right.
I was thinking about a drunk uncle when we used to go to Louisiana and all have to sleep in the den, and we would hear him in the middle of the night get up and be stumbling down the hall, hitting the halls. And we were so scared laying down there, and we'd get up and tell my mom and all of our aunties, and they'd be like, "Yo, it's fine. He had purple pop." So for the longest, we were so scared to drink grape soda. We're like, that shit fucks you up.
That's a good one right there.
We're like, oh, okay, we won't touch that one. And for the longest, I didn't. I'm like, oh, something's wrong with that. It makes you do something strange down the hall.
Wow. You
Mm-mm.
sound like my granddaddy told my cousin, because one of my cousins was trying to come in and drink some coffee, and they was young. So my granddad, his excuse for them not to drink it was to tell them that's how his skin got so dark was drinking coffee. So it
Well,
scared them for some years, but of course, later on they did. But
the things they used to tell us, because coffee, they used to tell us that make hair on your chest. So I'm like, ooh,
Oh
oh
my.
yeah, yeah, I heard that with the alcohol now, not with coffee.
really? See, I never heard that with alcohol.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
alcohol put hair on your chest. I
Oh,
pass.
right.
So it
Okay.
feel like it put some hair on your throat the way it go down.
Okay.
Right. Right.
Feel like it come burn a hole in your throat going down. Oh God.
Mm. No, I can't even
Yeah.
imagine. I could smell it. We used to drink the Erkin jerk, the E&J. Ew.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Straight
Hmm.
shots. Shot, shot, shot.
I used
Mm-mm.
to love them amaretto sours and Coronas.
Oh, I remember the
Yeah,
sours.
yeah,
Mm.
amaretto sour kind of light compared to
Mhm.
some of the other alcohol. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
I never been able to just drink straight liquor. I always have to either chase it or mix it.
Well, what I started noticing for myself was I just didn't like it. I didn't like being out of myself, or not having
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
control of myself, or not being able to drive. That time cousin and I went out with these two chicks and their drinks got, what did they call that? Roofied, where they
Yep.
Yeah.
put something in their drinks. We are
Mm-hmm.
so blessed that we did not take a sip of those drinks.
We were
Wow.
so blessed that we didn't tell them to get us some drinks because there was some dudes there and they were asking us if we wanted to drink and we were like no and they accepted the drinks and they were like, "Well, do
Mhm.
y'all want water?" We're like, "No, we'll get our own
Nope.
fucking water." And
Mhm.
so happy that we did because they followed us. Like 30 minutes later, the girls drank their drinks and they could drink, mind you. We walk
Mm-hmm.
out because we're like, okay, it's time to go because y'all are fucked up. They only had
Mhm.
that one drink. It was 30
And they
minutes
were
later. We walked
stumbling.
out. They were stumbling. The dudes followed us out. And I was like, don't try shit because we are not fucked up.
Right.
Mm.
We're
And
watching
so,
them, and they're
but
like, "Oh, y'all are cool." Yeah, they was
they looked
watching.
so, it was gross
Mm.
looking,
They were
just
And if
gone.
falling
you
over.
ever
Mm-hmm.
and if for anybody that ever set their drink down on the table and walk away from it, that drink
Don't
is
touch it.
trash. Don't touch it.
Yeah, don't
Don't
Right.
go
touch it
back
after
to it.
that. Mm-mm. I don't care if it
Mm-mm.
looks like it's fine. Mm-mm. Just get you another one. It's not worth it. Because I
Right.
could not believe my eyes that night. Them chicks was gone in about 30 minutes off
Gone.
of one
Hmm.
drink. Couldn't even function
Right.
for the rest of the night. She was,
Couldn't even wake up after she fell asleep.
ooh, that was so scary. And they're lucky that we did not leave. We didn't leave them and we were there because they would have
Right.
took them. They were
Took
waiting.
them.
They were trying to follow us.
Let me
Mm-hmm.
tell you a case of alcoholism and toxic friends. I was driving Uber back in the day, and some girls, I went to go pick up what I thought was a group of girls. They all came and threw their friend in the back seat. She was out. They had to carry her to the car. She was so drunk. They just threw her in the back seat and told me to take off. So,
What the fuck?
Hell
right.
no. Did you feel
Like
That
guilty
ain't
or
no
like, how
friend.
did you, right?
right. So when I got to the house where she was going to, I went and knocked on her door, and her dad came out and got her because I just felt so bad. Anything, I could have been a pedophile
I
and
was
did
just
something
finna
to
say,
her,
what if you weren't
and
a
no
good
one would have
person?
known.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I just was thinking about because I have daughters. What if that happened to my child? I would want somebody to bring them home and basically sit their ass down the next morning and tell them ain't your friends. You don't need to go nowhere with them anymore.
Ever. Ever again.
Again. Mm-mm.
That
Exactly.
makes me so mad.
Stuff like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's some toxic friends,
Friends that will leave you.
toxic coworkers.
That's what I was just about to say. We also have that toxic ass workplace environment with that
Hmm.
negativity, bullying, the unethical practices or extreme stress that harms employees, but the managers do not give a fuck.
Hmm.
Right. Yeah, I've been at that place where I had nightmares about getting up and going to work the next day.
Right.
That's not somewhere you need to be working. Like you need to figure your shit out and get out of there.
Hmm.
Exactly. If it's not resonating with you, if you have to have anxiety, sweaty palms, try to breathe correctly every time you start. Yeah.
Did you just raise your hand?
I just raised my hand. Oh, that's me for y'all who can't see. Let's
And
get the
was it
fuck
for
on
you
out
or
of
for a
here.
friend?
Just raising my hand for a friend. So I'll speak up here. 'Cause shit, what the? I'm like, why do I
Been
have to
there.
breathe and feel so before I start here? Why do I feel I'm doing something wrong? Shouldn't feel
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
way.
Yeah, I had
Mm.
a coworker that was so toxic that I literally had to leave my job. It was horrible.
And you're the bad person, or you didn't come with a
Right.
resolution, or well, how do we solve it?
Yeah, I would pull up in my car and start feeling my stomach and my chest tightening up because I
Mm.
knew I
Mm.
had to go in there and deal with this person on a regular basis because they was my superior.
Hmm.
Right. And then it makes it hard to even get off and enjoy your evening because you still have to get up and repeat that same cycle and go do it again, figure out another way to get through that day.
Yep.
And that's not a good way to spend your days because we're majority at that place of work
Mm.
all
Right.
day
You
long.
spend more time at work than you do at home in most cases, especially
Right.
if you work
Hmm.
a lot of overtime.
Right. So I don't even include that in my vocabulary. I'm sorry. That I give it to God. Once it starts becoming to over, I give it over to God because I can't.
Right.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Like, I know you're gonna fix this.
Right. So
Right.
fix it. Let's
Start building your exit strategy. Like, all right, it got to be a way out of this. So,
go.
what do I
Hmm.
need to do on my end to get out?
Right. Check in with self because you're the only one who could push it forward, move, make a strategy, next step.
Right. Right.
No one is going to do it for you. I mean, you could talk to people about it and make plans and write stuff down, but you have to definitely put action towards it to make it happen yourself.
And
Say nobody else gonna do it.
that's why it's bad to
Facts.
have yourself in a position where you can't afford to leave somewhere. I feel
Mm.
bad for people like that. You have no training in anything else. That job is almost like a last resort for you. And ooh,
But if it is that bad and you put it in God's hands, something else, another door will open for you. So
right,
Mm-hmm.
anybody
right.
out there that is feeling like they're stuck, do not feel stuck. Get out of that situation. There's something better for you.
Step out on faith.
Step out on faith and don't be codependent on someone else because it's all up to us as individuals to be the creator of our own story. You can't lean on someone else to cry and say why you haven't made it to your next steps or your purpose yet. No, you have to point the finger at yourself and say, I'm not doing.
And
I'm not doing for
exactly.
Yeah,
myself.
right. Because I always feel like when you dependent on someone else, you're at their mercy.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what type of person they are, on how they're gonna treat you. But you almost have to take it because you're dependent on it.
Right. And
That's
us
a
as
bad place to
ladies,
be.
it's fine. Yeah, it's fine to be self-sufficient. We want a man that leads and all that. We could be self-sufficient, but that's what it is. We don't have to be independent. Our man's going to come in and help us out, but we do have to, as individual ladies, be self-sufficient because the man does have to go out and go to work and do things and be able to provide for us. So we do have to be able to hold up that other end of the seesaw.
And we also
So,
want to remain our own person. We don't want to fall out of what we do. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
exactly. Still want to keep ourself. You have to keep
Mhm.
yourself and what you do, what you love. And you don't want to have to turn and ask a man every step of the way of what you can and can't do, or if you need.
Because that becomes control, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Exactly. Mhm.
I almost forgot what that looks like to see a woman that's self-sufficient.
That's crazy. Yeah, I couldn't imagine having to just count on somebody, "Oh, my tire needs changing, my this, my that." Cousin and I are self-sufficient to the point where we've done it so long, we know when we have to step up and get it done. We're gonna figure it out. And in
Mhm.
so many different situations where it seems we couldn't or it seemed overwhelming or a lot for a woman to do, we did it.
Mhm.
Right. I mean, think about it. It's female mechanics out there. Like it can be
Mhm.
done. It's not a.
Mhm.
Shoot, there's female
It's
truck drivers out here, boy.
Hey, let's
that part.
go.
That part right there.
Yes, maneuvering them
Swerving,
big ass trucks.
swerving that big truck.
Mhm.
Indeed.
Mhm.
Absolutely. So that's amazing to me. That's what I'm saying. We can all do what we put our minds to and your
Mhm.
passions towards.
Mhm.
And if you just let it all die and put it on someone else, that's a heavy weight. They can't keep up their self and their energy and all their things and you. That's a lot.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
You're
What
supposed to be
about
able to come together and make each other shine.
And
exactly.
and if you are with somebody, they fell in love with you or fell in like with you because of who you are and what you're doing, not because you're
Exactly.
following what they're wanting you to do.
Right. Not because you just fell in their lap, sucked on their third leg, and didn't do anything else.
Oh. Oh, what
Cousin,
what
you almost made me
okay.
spit my water.
All right.
I mean, damn.
It's some out there that do though.
I know some of you
Right.
ladies have some good third leg sucking, but
Right. But
that's not
it's
the
more than
reason.
that. There's more than that. You can do big things when you put more into it than that. Right.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Well, I mean, Devar, I mean, you could go and you could munch carpet all day, but wouldn't you want something else to like?
Mhm. Substance. Definitely need
Exactly.
some substance out of a woman. Yeah.
There,
Woo.
there's more
Okay.
to it than that.
Oh man.
Like,
Munching carpet. All right.
mm.
Different
Well,
strokes for different folks.
exactly. Here at Soulfire Sessions, you know,
Right. You never know what you're gonna get. It's
you
like a
never
box of
know.
chocolates.
For real.
What about toxicity on social media? You get entangled or try to do some type of business with toxic people.
Mm,
Ooh, that's rough.
that's yeah.
Especially because I feel like that's an environment. That's all a community environment. It's the same place like if we seen people on our block or in our neighborhood. I feel like that's how social
Mhm.
media is. It's another
Mhm.
space where you have to create a community that's healthy.
Right.
Mhm.
Because
Right.
whatever you do on social media, whatever you're liking, that's what's going to pop up on your feed. So if you're liking toxic shit, that's all that's going to pop up. So it's just a vicious cycle.
Right. The algorithm is no joke. But
Mhm.
yeah, it behooves you to remove yourself when toxic people come into your environment, no matter if it's on social media or out in the world,
Right.
for your own sanity.
Mhm.
Hmm. Absolutely. Because then you get into that toxic behavior, those toxic patterns, the chronic criticism, the gossip.
Right. And for some people that's weak-minded, birds of a feather flock together, so
Right.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
are you a
Abso-freaking-lutely.
follower or a leader?
And a lot
Mhm.
of people are followers. Majority are
Mhm.
Right.
followers. They don't know how to lead. If you gave them a stick and told them to lead, they'd put it up their ass. Oop.
Oh, okay. I wasn't ready for that one, but okay.
Oh.
I mean, damn. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. What I talk about is because it's what I'm around. And
Mhm.
clearly, I know I have to move myself from that environment, but I also know when and I listen to God and when I'm ready because I feel like this is a
Yeah.
season, a stepping stone, a lesson. I'm seeing the lesson
Mhm.
in it. More patience,
Mhm.
Right.
emotional intelligence, because whew.
Knowing the
Yes.
signs to look for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everybody's not meant to be a business owner. Some people got to be the workers. It just is what
Mhm.
it is.
Worker bees.
Right.
Exactly. And then see, I'm that person that's gonna speak up. I want to make it better. I want to point out all the bullshit, and they want to hide it and sweep it under the rug and be like, "Why are you pointing that out?"
Right. You're doing too much.
Right.
You doing too much.
Doing too much because I have to work and sit in this shit every day, all day. So I
Right.
want to make it better. I want to make it where I can cheese, smile. How can I help you?
Right. I remember working in this
Good.
grocery store and I was just bagging groceries, nothing special. And they told me that I had to cut my beard off. And I was like,
Oh.
no, I'm not gonna do that. And they was like, yeah, you're going to have to cut your beard off. And it was a Friday and they said, we're gonna give you till Monday to cut it off. And I said, well, you might well let me go now so I don't waste no gas coming back over here on Monday because
Mm-hmm.
my beard gonna be here. So he went and got one of the older black guys that worked in the meat department that he felt was a friend of mine and mentor or whatever, and
Just 'cause he
and
was
tried to
black.
get him, yeah, tried to
Mm-hmm.
get him to come and talk to me, which I did look up to the guy at the time. And the guy came and told me, he was like, yeah, man, sometimes you gotta bow down before you can move up. And I was like, no,
No.
no, that I'm not doing that one.
Right.
He was
Mm-mm.
like, yeah, I'm making $13 an hour. And he was like, I started off where you were at minimum wage, and look where I'm at now. And I was like, no, that ain't happening. So Monday came and I came in and the manager saw me and he saw my beard and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to let you go. So I was like, okay. So I took off out to the parking lot to my car. And before I got to my car, another job called me. And I ended up making 4 times what I was making in that grocery store. And even though I had a bank account, I made it my business to go in that grocery store and cash my check for like 4 weeks just
I
so
know
they could
that's right.
see,
Exactly.
just so they
Mhm.
could see
Did you
what I
see the
was
glow
making.
up? Did you see how I leveled up from this?
Right.
That
And I
Leveled
still
part.
up
have my beard. You should have been like,
Right.
with my beard. Can I hold my check up by my beard? I'm telling you.
We not bowing down.
Right, I went through that
Mm-mm.
same thing, had to create a whole safe space for all of us in the pharmacy. Remember when I went through that, cousin, with the tattoos when I first started getting my
Mhm.
sleeve? The
Yes.
the big manager tried to come down to the pharmacy and tell me, you need to cover that up. I'm like, I do not. I had to step up to him and speak up, express myself, and put my foot down. I'm not. These tattoos are not stopping any of this knowledge flowing out of my head.
Right.
That part.
Tattoos are not stopping anything in this pharmacy from getting done. And I
Right.
would not. Every time
And
I came in there, I did not cover them up. I kept it moving. Like, we're gonna battle about this one because that's like judging me for the color of my skin. The fuck?
Mm-hmm.
right.
It's
And
not
first of
saying
all,
anything offensive or anything.
you had them tattoos when they hired you, first of all.
I
Second of
didn't.
all,
I didn't. I
oh,
didn't.
you didn't? Oh,
No,
you
they.
added them.
I
But
added.
still,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
still,
So, but still, that was my whole
is it
point.
in a book somewhere saying that I can't wear them here?
They
No.
had nothing
And
nowhere,
it's
and that
not
was his
illegal to
problem.
get a tattoo.
And then more and more people started doing it. They couldn't stop it because I wouldn't stop it. So more and more people started being like, "Oh, okay, well she stood up and she still, so I'm gonna get mine." And they couldn't. It's they just start flooding it, and people had them all up on their necks, behind their ears. It's like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
You done started a
I
trend.
started something. It was like, oh well. Mm-mm. He used to try to come in there and be like, "You need to cover that up." I would just look at him like, I don't. Keep working, like just keep on. He'd be looking at me like this.
So basically, what you're saying, you got to stand up against toxicity.
Exactly,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Yes.
Because we are entitled,
You created a boundary.
right in the workplace, because they are
Mm-hmm.
Right.
toxic too.
A lot of people think you can't do that, but apparently it can be done.
You can, and we're always stronger together. I realize when
Yep.
I'm in a meeting, sometimes we'll all be thinking the same thing and nobody will say it. And the minute I say something, then everybody starts putting their 2 cents in and co-signing. It's like, why, how come, when was somebody going to speak up? I thought I was the
Right.
only one.
Right.
If we all band
Right.
together, we could get this shit done.
Mm-hmm.
Right. The question is, if you would have never said anything, would they have spoken up?
I don't believe
No.
so. No. No, because like we were talking about, there's always a leader and followers. The
Mm-hmm.
followers are not going to speak up if no one else in the meeting, the leader doesn't say anything. They'll sit there and
All right.
take it, even if they don't have a lube, they'll bend over.
It's just so you was working with a bunch of minions, or as you call them sometimes, PCs. They just going
PC,
through the motion.
NPCs. Mm-hmm.
NPCs, yeah,
Yes,
they just going through the
non-playable
motion.
characters. Yes. I don't know what's going on. They're just looking for a sheep to follow.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Right to the slaughterhouse.
Monkey see, monkey do, huh?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I do the opposite. Like, even if we're all gonna get there, I want to get there my own way. I want to explore. Yes, and I want to ask a lot of questions. And they don't like that. When you start asking a lot of questions and you have rebellion and you demand answers and stuff too, and you show that you have brains, uh-oh, you're the bad
Mm-hmm.
person. They want to try to silence you.
What about that toxic family member?
Oh
Oh
man.
goodness.
I have so many stories about toxic family members. Like
Oh my gosh.
what? You
Yeah,
just
you gotta.
gotta remove yourself.
Right.
Can't keep staying around it. But if you're a kid in a toxic environment, then, of course, that's something different because I lived both sides,
Mm,
toxic parents, and I couldn't get away from it because, right, I'm the child. But, and the only way around that is to grow up and then get away from it and then try to change your mindset because now you're kind of fucked up. You're
Mm-hmm.
like
hmm.
dealing with post traumatic stress disorder
Right. Right.
and all
Yeah, I
kinds of
would.
other shit.
Yeah, I would say kind of seclude yourself sometimes, maybe in your room or something, or try to stay out of their hair as much as possible because you already know when it's coming.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You absolutely do. Like anytime I seen my dad always had this look in his face. He would look honestly evil to me. Like looking back, I'm like, damn, he looked like the fucking devil himself.
Right.
But every time I seen
Oh,
that face, I knew something was gonna happen. And so yeah, I would go in my room or go under my bed or go in the closet. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. I feel like maybe kids these days they can write it down so that when you are growing wiser and older, you can see that it wasn't you, it wasn't your fault. Get it out, because it's
Yeah.
gonna. That's what's gonna be the first part of healing. Yeah, is getting it out.
Yeah, find somebody to talk to. Definitely get your feelings down on paper, especially at that age, because you really don't quite understand what they mean yet.
Right.
Hmm. Well, have you ever seen a kid where they draw something really kind of creepy, and you're wondering what the hell did they go through? Why did they
Right.
draw that?
That that's their way of expressing what they're
Expressing it.
feeling.
So us as parents, leaders, wherever you're at, not just parents, it's a tribe, but we have to take care of these kids no matter where we're at. If you see that type of behavior, something's wrong.
And you know, kids gonna be honest, like
Hmm.
beyond,
Yes.
sometimes a little too honest. Like,
Right. Because I remember
mhm.
in elementary school, I had this little girl that would always she would ask me to spend the night. My mom would let me spend the night. And Devar, I think I told you about this. When I would go over there, she would try to mess with me and stuff and play with my
You
carpet.
told me about
your,
it.
your lady parts.
Yes.
You, oh wow, yeah, I
And I was
remember you
like,
telling me that.
oh, that's weird because how would you even know about that? What's going on with you? But I didn't realize that till I was older. Then you think back on it like, oh, there was something going on in that household for her to do that. Mm, mm-mm. 'Cause, I mean, I didn't
You
have
know
it
what?
in my home. I felt like I had that healthy part. It was at high school for me where that happened to me. So, yeah.
Yeah, I had a little cousin that told me and my mom that her mom and her new stepdad was pretty much having sex all over the house and wasn't hiding it.
Gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, she was maybe 14, 15, so of course she knows what that is at that point,
Mm-hmm.
and it was creeping her out. They just would break out and do it wherever. She would
It
have to get up
that
and
would
leave the
be
room.
uncomfortable. Like, what the hell?
Right. Ugh.
There's a whole
Right,
bedroom. Close the
right.
door.
Mm-hmm.
And then this not your dad, this the stepdad that just got married to her.
Ew.
So yeah, you looking at him and her like what
Mm-hmm.
did you do to my mama that got her allowing this?
Right. Right. That's what they do. They tear all those walls down. Hmm.
Were they trying to get her involved?
You say pause.
I said they tear all those walls down, Devar. For once, I
Oh
didn't.
my bad. All right. All right.
That was you this time.
My bad.
That was you this
Okay.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's yeah, that was a bit much. I had to sit them both down and talk to them. What are y'all
Hmm.
doing?
Right.
Y'all ruining this girl. And then by the time she turned 16, you know, they complaining about her sneaking out the window and sneaking boys in the house and stuff. Like,
Well, look
what do
what
you
you showed
expect?
her when she was 14.
And
What do you
if
expect?
that's all they have to go off of, gosh,
Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, toxicity can come from a lot of different directions, different places, different people, different situations. So
everywhere. And for us here at Soulfire Sessions, I feel like we have the energetic definition because toxicity is also energy patterns, belief, or attachment that clogs your energy systems. And that's part of it is when your stomach hurts, when your back hurts, or you're having colon problems. All those are coming from disturbances in your chakras or your energy systems as well.
so we need a colonoscopy. That's what you're saying?
Yes, check it out.
Oh, there you go.
Flush it out physically and mentally. There's
Mm.
all those angles because that's what's also dimming your inner light and lowering your vibrations. And when you have low vibrations, oh gosh. Another thing that just popped into my head when I think toxic is these clothes. Because remember, cousin, when we were first doing our spiritual awakening, we were doing all this research about the cloth and all of and we're supposed to be wearing linen, y'all. Linen. These clothes that we
Women.
wear are so low vibrational. The
Yeah, you were
vibrations are
just
like,
telling me that.
yeah, they're dead. Our clothes are dead.
Mm-hmm.
So they're toxic. Our clothes are toxic on our bodies. our
Yes.
beautiful naked bodies. That's why I put as least as possible on a bra. I'm not strapping my
Right.
titties up in
But
that.
but then they try to tell
Right.
you that you can only wear linen during the spring. Like who
Mm-hmm.
says?
Mm-mm.
Right, exactly. And have you checked the prices on linen?
Exactly. We were just talking about that. Like, try to get something full linen. You might as well give an arm and a leg and just make them have one arm on it.
Right.
Oh my gosh. And that's
Then
why
when
Crazy.
they
you start
have linen in the hospitals. When you're laying,
Mm-hmm.
that heals your bed sores, your body.
hmm
It's a high
right.
frequency. Check it out, y'all. Look it up. Linen is a high frequency. We're wearing these toxic ass clothes. We should be walking around close to naked. Shit.
Mm. I
That would
know
be
that's
too
right.
powerful for him. That would be too divine. Oh gosh, if we were brought up like that.
Mhm.
Mm, mm,
But
mm.
all we praising is cotton and blue jeans.
Right. Weighing us down.
Right.
Gosh.
Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do.
Oh, we're sitting here draining our life force instead of nourishing it. We got to start nourishing our bodies.
Knowledge is power.
It
Hmm.
really is. And I used to think that it was nerdy and weird,
Me
but
too.
no,
And
it's
to like
very
read
powerful.
books and to look up different things. Oh, I love asking weird questions now. You find out
Mm-hmm.
some great stuff digging in.
For the Bible thumpers, let's go back to the beginning of the Bible when God said, "Let there be light." What he was talking about was let there be knowledge because we was living in the dark ages with no knowledge.
Right.
So when he says the light, he's speaking of knowledge. So he
Right.
wants us to learn all the way from the beginning of the book.
All the way from the beginning. Because toxicity isn't just external, it's internal as well. It's residue that you
Mm.
carry all the way from birth.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Hmm.
yeah. And how do you handle it?
Right. Because it's unprocessed trauma, those limiting beliefs, those repressed emotions that we wanted to express for so long, and we're just told to put a lid on it.
That's the worst part, the
Hmm.
repressed. Yeah, you gotta let the stuff out.
Right. Because I feel like the repression brings up the anger.
And it's sad that in our community we feel like talking to someone makes you crazy or something, you know?
And it
Like,
doesn't, it helps.
It actually
right.
helps you feel so good. Talk to whoever you need to yourself. I talk to myself and I answer myself, y'all.
Me too.
Oh,
I need
okay.
sit myself down. Hello, RiZe. We need answers here.
Right.
Exactly.
Because when you think about it, the brain is one of the most complex things in the world, and we can't just sit up here and say we're gonna pray and it's gonna be all right.
Right.
Yes. So toxicity is definitely that spiritual and energetic sludge that obstructs our clear, vibrant flow of our soul fire. And we cannot have that shit.
Clear it out.
So I feel like in your journey, what has been the most challenging type of contamination? What do you find that you acknowledge within yourself? This is toxic. This is contamination. It's challenging, but you're working through it and you can acknowledge.
Mm. I I can't think of anything that I'm going through right now because I have worked so hard these last couple of years, but
Mm-hmm.
it used to be codependency and anger.
Yep. That's a big one for me is the anger because I feel like it's so easy to just pop off, get mad, get angry. That's the easy way out. It
Hmm.
is hard to be mature and control yourself and be calm.
Mhm.
That takes a special kind of motherfucker.
It does. It does. That's
Whew.
why I be so proud of myself
Right.
now when before I would have a conversation and just boom, I'm immediately 0 to 100, but now I'm just like my blood
Okay.
pressure is needs
Right. It is not worth it. I am not popping these
it,
blood vessels.
at all.
Right. And it feels good. You'd be like, wow, I got through it.
Right. And I recently found that being naive is one of the most toxic things that I do to myself. And
Mm.
also people pleasing. Those are probably my worst traits
Yeah.
that
People
I'm trying to
pleasing.
work on.
People pleasing will have you in somebody else's life. Yeah. You'll be walking
I
in their story, the character
promise
in their
you.
book,
Then you lose yourself. Fuck that. Mm-mm.
lost.
And then at the end of the day, you still don't end up pleasing them.
Because they just want more. You give them an inch, they take a mile. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Mm.
Then if you
It's
try to say no, you're a bad person.
right.
Right.
It's like changing for someone and then getting to become the person that they change you into, and they really don't like the person that you became.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what does toxic energy feel like in your spirit? How do you recognize the presence of it before it manifests as a whole situation? Do you feel it first?
Hmm. That's a
Yeah,
good
I
one.
think you do. I think you do. It weighs heavy on your soul if you are paying attention to yourself. It's all about self-awareness.
Well, that's exactly what it is. That's where the energy systems come in. We weren't taught that part. That's where it's going to start before it even gets out here to manifest. It's going to start as a headache, as sweaty palms, as a hurting stomach. Maybe you have diarrhea. There's something going on if you have those symptoms, but we're not taught to look at it like that. We're just
Right.
like, oh, I'm shitty.
Right.
Nah.
Having
Nah.
now you having a shitty day. You need to figure
Right.
that out.
Yes, there's more to that shit. Oh, gosh. Yeah, so we definitely have to recognize our bodies and our anxiety and whatever's going on with us, however we're feeling, check in with our senses to realize before it starts manifesting. You could catch that situation.
Exactly. Before you start pushing it off on somebody else.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So shifting to the body, where do you feel it first? Is it your shoulders or a knot in your stomach? Do you feel like you've ever felt it?
Definitely. The stomach, the chest, um, arms might tighten up. You got something going on in yourself that you need to figure out because you're not feeling like yourself.
Yeah, I would say my stomach.
Do you know where mine shows up? Oh my gosh. My throat chakra. I get that frog in my throat. I want to
Mm.
cry. It hurts because I want to cry. You want to say something, but then you're holding it in. It's just a whole trying to hold from going ziggity boo and completely cuss somebody the fuck out. And it's in my
It
throat
takes
chakra.
strength to hold it in, first of all, but it's
Mm-hmm.
best to let it out, just not in that way. That's why we have to refrain from acting
Mm-hmm.
on our emotions immediately when we feel them, because it
Mm-hmm.
can come out as something toxic.
That's the physical feeling for me. I feel it in my throat and I feel like I want to cry. So that's my signal that I need to start breathing, counting, go away, or else it's not going to go well. Yes, yeah. So that's key. The spiritual and physical early warning signs that we want to catch. It's our own personal alarm bell. Sound
Mhm.
the alarm. Just like the red flags. We got to pay attention to the red flags and the alarm bells.
Right.
They'll guide you. A lot of people feel surrounded by toxicity and think that they have to just endure it. We were talking about this and like with the kids. So what's the first most simple act of spiritual protection or cleansing that someone can do from the start, building a buffer around their day?
Meditate.
Pray.
Mm-hmm. I do both of those. So perfect. I love those answers. Yep, because I do both. I have to pray. Start off with that, being thankful, God, creator, source, for even opening my
Right.
eyes another day.
Right. Give me a nice clean glass of water. Don't drink no juice or anything first. Drink some glass of water and then breathe.
Breathe. Definitely. And controlled breathing, where you're actually
Mm-hmm.
thinking about it and focusing on it. That will uplift you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where you
Right.
can tap in when you're meditating. You could tap in, you can hear God, you can hear those answers that you've been looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
hmm So we definitely have to take time in the rising to put our spiritual armor on, not just these dead ass low vibrational clothes. I'm talking about our spiritual armor. Yes.
Right.
Right.
And that ain't gonna work for y'all people that get up at the last minute and trying to run over there to the job and shit real quick. You need time to process in the morning. So,
Right. Your whole day starts off like that. It's just going because
right,
you didn't have time to put your spiritual armor on to breathe, to be in
right,
that space. So,
right. Didn't even take time to thank the Lord for helping them rise that morning, you know.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Starting off with gratitude. But you brush your teeth. So you need to Get that in your system. The same way you got to go brush your teeth, you need to get this spiritual armor on you.
Before I
So
touch
yeah,
my phone, before I get up out the bed, that's what I'm doing. I'm praising
Mm-hmm.
the Lord for waking me up and giving me another day, or
right.
Exactly.
rising me up.
About the most that I do with my phone is push the button to see what the time say on it. Other than that, yeah, I'm gonna go on and get my prayer going on and
Mm-hmm.
show how grateful I am because a lot of people are not getting up in the morning. So
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
mm, be thankful. That's another thing that helps you to stop from being toxic is being grateful.
Yep.
hmm Yeah,
Yeah.
there are too many ungrateful people in the world,
Mm-hmm.
which is toxic.
That's super toxic because you think, oh, I just did something, or oh, I helped this person out, and they're looking at you like it wasn't enough. It wasn't good. You didn't
hmm
help me. And it's like,
Right.
damn.
hmm
Yeah, nothing's never enough. They feel like no matter what they have, they feel like it's not enough. You know, I should
hmm
have this or I should have that job. I should have that car.
hmm
How why are they living that good and I'm not? Why
Right.
don't you get up and do what they did to get there?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Right.
People work hard to get where they are. Shit.
Right.
Exactly.
And
Transmutation. We have to transmute other people's toxic ass energy that they're throwing at us as well.
turning into something good.
Mhm. So that in action, when someone sends anger your way, what's a practical way to transmute it into something useful, like a motivational boundary?
Mm. First of all, process what they're saying.
Right.
That way you don't come at them and be toxic with them. You're not bowing down to their level.
Yes.
And then
Rise
depending
above.
on the person, like if it's somebody that you care about, then of course you want to try to communicate through that, work through it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
that's
if it's somebody that you don't care about, well, chuck up the deuces.
oh oh
Right. Remove your energy completely.
Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think keep a cooler head, of course, and
hmm
then convey what what they convey to them what they said to you and how it made you feel, and try to get them to communicate back with you without being angry or getting offended or whatever. And if they
hmm
can't handle that, then like you said, chunk up the deuces.
Bye-bye.
Right, right. And I feel like that's where that saying comes in, kill them with kindness. Because if
hmm
you can kill them with kindness and maintain your calm reaction and how you respond, I feel that is so powerful when they're expecting you to rage out and crash out. I feel like that's
Right.
Yes.
powerful. It almost
It
makes them
it
feel
can
stupid.
yeah, it kind of throws them off balance because they had this whole idea of how you were gonna react and
Right,
you didn't. So they're
right.
like, now what?
hmm
Well said. Yeah, I love that. So it's not about just fighting the energy, it's redirecting it. It's like spiritual martial arts. Hell yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And if they got any kind of conscience, it may make them feel bad for how they behave.
Right.
hmm
Well, I do encounter that. I've noticed ever since I've been able to check my emotions, like Cousin was saying, instead of coming to their level, maintain mine, then they feel so bad for being rude to me. They're like, oh, I'm so sorry. Thanks for being patient with me. Then it turns it around. And that's hard to
hmm
do because, like I said, I am that person where I want to get with them and I want to win the fight. I'm like, oh, we're going? Let me jump on top this rope like Hulk Hogan and get it in.
She said like Hulk Hogan. Yeah, don't let
Just seen you on a rope.
right,
We're ready to smash on them.
right. Yeah, don't let anybody else take you out of your character. Don't let anybody steal your joy. Like be
Hmm.
you and let them come to your level. Don't go to theirs.
hmm
Yes. And then we have that internal toxicity that shows up as that negative self talk. So we have to take a concrete step to interrupt that cycle and stop talking bad. It's the breathwork pattern or physical activity. What's a mantra to interrupt that pattern of negative self talk?
But the song say, talk to me nicely or don't talk at
So
all.
don't talk to me at all. Yes, y'all go check them out. Chris Spell, Talk to Me Nicely, Krispel. Love that song. That's exactly well said. Talk to me nicely or don't talk to me at all. Shit. And that goes for yourself as well.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you got to show
Mhm.
Yeah,
yourself self-love. Otherwise, you're not going to allow anybody else to show you love.
Right. Self-love, self-respect, all that. Check in with yourself.
that's the purpose of Soul Fire Sessions. That
Exactly.
self-love.
Self-love.
Absolutely.
You love all over yourself.
I love myself. Oh my goodness, I love myself.
Right. Could give
Exactly.
myself a hug.
Right.
Yes, I be cuddling so good with
Hmm.
myself.
Speaking of Soul Fire Sessions, all of the people out there that support us, we really appreciate you standing behind us for all of this time, and look forward to you moving forward with us and growing with us. At this time, we want to tell you right now that we have a good karma tip jar. You want to tell
Yes.
them about that, Rise?
Oh, yes. We have designed to create some good karma to what goes around comes around. And we're all spreading the love over here, circulation. So we have a tip jar to keep things going. Good karma tip jar that you could drop it in. Link is in the bio. Can always support us. There's also Soulfire merch, Soulfire acronym cards. We got hoodies here to keep you lit, keep you part of the community, rocking it and spreading the flames.
Yeah,
Exactly. Any way you want to support, we do appreciate you.
Yes, absolutely.
yes.
Gratitude sprinkles all over your naked ass 'cause we love it.
That
Mhm.
part.
Yeah, so that's great. So, first, how do we use our sacred fire to burn away all this toxicity and all this shit that no longer serves us?
I think that, like I said, we do the mantras. We make sure that we love ourselves and we're being aware of what we're around and what we are taking in during the day. So,
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
absolutely. Make sure you're taking those steps back, processing, um, and journaling if you have to. If that's the only way that you can get things out, if you don't have somebody that you can talk to or you're scared to get a therapist, because I know a lot of people say that therapy is not good, it doesn't work, but it really does, then just journal.
definitely,
Right. That's
definitely.
still getting it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, for me, I think of it as the chakras. Each energy system, each of our chakras is a sacred fire pit. When it's all cleaned up, your soul fire is going to burn bright and clear. And if that shit is clogged with toxic residue, then the damp wood of the fear in your root chakra, it's going to be polluted. And that oil of shame in your sacral, oh, it's going to be suffocating in smoke. It's going to be
Right.
suffocating in control. And then your solar plexus, it's going to have your flame just a flame of sputters, walking around like sorry ass energy.
Oh,
So we
just,
gotta rebuke that.
just drab. Like, what is
Right.
happening right now?
So funny. Some things when I say when you describe it, you could just picture it in your head.
Yeah, that's
I
why I be
did.
laughing so hard.
Yeah, I
It's
did.
like,
That's what
oh,
made me laugh.
like poor thing. Come with us. Come with us on this journey.
Please.
Yes.
Yes, we're gonna help you for this week. Our framework is gonna be the fire cleanse. The fire cleanse protocol. This is gonna be our method to purify our energy from the inside out. For this framework, how do you think we're gonna get rid of this toxicity?
Well, being that this is Soul Fire Session, I'm gonna say we gonna burn it down.
Absolutely. Hell yeah, we're gonna fire that shit. We're gonna fire toxicity. So fire it. We're gonna find the contamination, ignite awareness, release toxic shit, and embody the purity. So we're the CEOs. We're firing that shit. We're getting rid of it all.
Toxic shit. Time for a detox.
Yes, we're
Yes.
detoxing with the fire. So when you find that contamination, that's your call to awareness. We have to become the detectives of our energy, find out where that poison is. And once you find out where it is, ignite your awareness. That's where you stop ignoring the fucking problem and shine. Shine your full light of consciousness all over it. Yeah, we don't judge it.
Do an emotional detox and let go of resentment.
Yes, because resentment will have you pent up with some serious anger.
Hmm.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so ask yourself, how's it showing up in my life? Just be aware. Awareness is the spark that starts the cleansing fire.
Yep, you got relationship detoxes, love versus attachment.
Oh,
Ooh.
mm-hmm. Actual love versus just being attached to them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, that comes with release the toxic shit. That's the active burn. This is where we consciously have to choose to let our soul fire burn away that toxic energy. And it looks like setting firm boundaries. You have to cut that dead shit off. Speaking your hard truth, speak up, clear the air.
Unapologetically.
Exactly. And practice forgivingness. If you can't forgive, how do you expect? God forgives us. So we have to be able to forgive too. And when you're not forgiving, you're only holding yourself back and hurting yourself.
Exactly.
Yep.
And yes, you can forgive more than once. As a matter of fact, it's what, 7,777 times?
Right. So keep on forgiving. Try it again. We're going to learn this
Right.
thing.
Right. Forgiveness, discipline, communication, empathy.
Mm-hmm.
Those are anti-toxin.
Mm-hmm. And you want to release this shit back into the universe to be transformed. You want to release it and then have it be transmuted into positive energy because it's going to come back to you. You don't want nothing coming back to you, biting you in your ass.
Really,
That
because
part.
karma is real.
Right.
Been there, done that.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Then we're going to embody that purity after the fire. This is the space of clarity. This is the step that's about claiming that new, clean energy. Ooh, I love that part.
Hmm.
It feels so good.
Mhm.
We embody the lesson, the freedom. You step into that groundingness that was underneath all of that fear, or your creative flow that was blocked by shame. And we just don't get rid of it. We realize that we become the good that replaces it. So, this is the alchemy of our soul fire. We're using our sacred flame not to destroy, but to purify and renew. Hey, I love that. So, we definitely want to make sure we fire that toxic shit all week long. That's going to drift us right on into our community fire. Woo,
Hey,
yay.
where my marshmallows at? What did I do?
Yeah,
Oh.
yes. Some graham crackers. Let's get our s'mores going for this community fire.
You know I got a question for the people for the community fire before we run it off. On a scale from holy water to hazmat suits, how toxic have you been lately?
Ooh,
Ask yourself that, people.
holy water to hazmat suit. All I picture is a bunch of people lined up in their hazmat suit. Ooh. Ooh, that's why we're here, y'all. That's why we're here. Episode is available
Yeah.
on all podcast platforms. You can replay it as many times as you need to.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And for every poison, there's a practice that heals. So we
Mm-hmm.
have to learn those practices and practice them.
Yes,
Yes, definitely. Please, let's
absolutely.
be better.
Be better, do better, because hurt people hurt people. And we want to walk around
Mm-hmm.
loving on each other.
Right.
Yes.
I like what you said, the purifying. That sounds cleansing.
Mm-hmm. Want to purify. So yeah, definitely at the live show with our community fire, we'll be having the most popular word gear our next conversation, fuel our next fire. So make sure y'all chime in, tap in with us. The space is yours. And you guys can always, during this community fire, fire off any questions that you have for us, anything you would like us to talk about. If you want to reach out, get some merch, we're always available. We're here. It's a community, not a clique. So we're here to lift you up.
Definitely. Get involved, people. Get involved.
Tap the fuck in and don't tap out. So yeah, this week our Soul Fire Challenge. All right, Soul Fire fam, this week, our weekly challenge, we're going to be putting our Soul Fire cleanse to the test. We're going to fire that shit. Remember, we're the CEOs. So the 7-day Soul Fire Detox for days 1 through 2, you're going to find and ignite. Your task is to be that sacred detective. I don't care if you have to carry a small notebook, that notepad on your phone, whatever it is. Jot down how your energy is feeling. If you get a ping of anxiety or that spike of irritation, acknowledge it.
Right. Get your magnifying glass so you can see it.
Yes. And find out where it's connected to. ignite your awareness. And then days 3 through 5, release. Pick one consistent contamination from your list and perform one conscious act to release that shit. It could be 15 minutes of a social media detox or writing a letter that you never send. You're just getting it out. Or speaking up, speaking a kind truth, either to someone else or to yourself in the mirror.
I like that.
And days 6 through 7, we're going to embody. For those 2 days, your focus is on integration. You want to take that step. What new belief, habit, or action can you take to embody the purity that you have created? Ooh, how sexy.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe it's a daily affirmation or a new rising routine or consciously choosing a more compassionate thought. Think compassionate to yourself instead of being so harsh. Give yourself grace.
Definitely
Yes.
have to choose it daily.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's definitely a daily thing. You're not just going to do this one time and be done. That's why we have it
Right.
available for you guys to hit the replay because this healing is just not no woo. I just flip the switch and I'm done. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Right. Yeah, you can't
Mm-mm.
be like, I'm healed. No, you're still healing. It's a lifetime process.
It's a lifetime.
Absolutely. I'm
And,
definitely
and
much better than I
Right,
was 2.5 years ago,
right.
right,
but
And
I'm still working on stuff.
right.
I'm a work in progress
Progress.
because
Mm-hmm.
it took me this long to get me to where I am now. So of course it's gonna take time to undo that.
Exactly. It takes time because we went through a lot of repetition and programming and mm, generational curses that we have to break. And then just
Yeah.
when you think that you fixed something or healed something, then you get that lesson. The universe throws you that lesson, like, yeah, let's make sure. It's just like the test. The same way when you learn math, then the teacher gives you a test to make sure you got that shit down. It's the same way the
Right.
Mm-hmm.
universe is. So we're
Yep.
always learning.
Like they say, time is a construct, and you think back on things that happened when you were young, and then you think in your head like, dang, I can't believe that was this many years ago or whatever, you know. So it's kind of relative at the same time. But
Right.
yeah, definitely.
Let us know. Share your experiences. Tap in. We're a community here. You can hashtag Soulfire Cleanse. Contact us. Let's support each other as we burn away what no longer serves us.
Yes.
Yes.
Torch it up.
Yes. What a
Right.
great conversation. Another transformative session. I love it. So, any final flames from my co host, Madam Amani, Devar? Any final flames? Anything you guys want to leave our listeners with?
Ladies first.
I would just say if you are in anything toxic or if you are experiencing toxic behavior, make sure that you remove yourself. If you're the toxic person, make sure that you're working on yourself because healing is real and you can make it happen.
Indeed.
And I'm gonna start off by saying, in the words of the great and almighty Ice Cube, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Ooh, that's a good one. Please do.
That is a good one.
Yes. I love it. So, as we close our session today, remember that you are the keeper of your own sacred flame. The goal isn't a sterile life, but a vibrant, flowing one. So, when the sludge
Mhm.
of toxicity builds up, you now have protocol. Fire it. You are the CEO.
Get that flamethrower out.
Yes, because you are the CEO of this experience, and now you can find, ignite, release, embody. You are the
Let's
architect.
go.
So I want to thank you, Devar and Madam Amani, for your incredible wisdom and fire ass insight.
You are most welcome.
Yes. Thank
And
you for
thank,
having me.
yes, always. And thank you, beautiful community, for your courage and your light and for being here with us. Gratitude sprinkles all over y'all asses.
Indeed.
Until next time, make sure you keep your soul fire burning bright, release that toxic shit, and make sure you subscribe so you never miss a spark.